the Zeus and Axe, and then half a Shaman up there a bit. And yeah,
kill. He stayed a little bit too long, trying to get some spins. They'll go for the call TP. The Impale trying to keep him alive, and the Centaur Conqueror had Stomp on cooldown for 7 seconds. They will get Kyle the last hit, but they have successfully pushed him out of lane. But Fear dives under the tier 1 tower and gets first blood on Tamu in a 1 versus 1 matchup. My God, it's good that he got that because he only has 4 CS to the 14 that Mu has.
Yep, the Wyvern started up top, so Ursa could last at the beginning. But now, completely gone, and look at mid. Pain has 5 last hits, Shadow Fiend has max souls.
This is a disaster for Limp at this point.
Once this happens, Queen of Pain feels quite useless. A lot of her strength comes from being able to pressure early on in the lane phase. But look at this. Witch Doctor, he's the real doctor. He's healed easy up.
Yeah.
Has regen for days as well.
The medic at this point. Just give me that Buddha Restoration. Limp. Oh my God, the double raise. Meanwhile, Chesty, they'll get the kill onto Misery down bottom. Like, Misery just out of potentially. Ismail has rotated back in the lane. They've rotated all 3 heroes down out for Complexities. They will secure that kill. But we'll keep our eyes peeled on mid where our team can take his farm. Cask coming out, another raise will hit. The Cask will continue to bounce and almost bounces again. And if it did, Limp maybe dies there to the second raise. Perhaps the third if they can get it, but no such luck. However, he is forced back Brags to his fountain where he is gonna have to heal. He's only at 6 CS now. He's already having a tough time. It's an unmitigated disaster for Limp right now.
Queen of Pain is picked to be able to push your Shadow Fiend, and then now once you're playing all these musical games, you don't have the best support here to push your SF. All of a sudden you end up in this complete garbage situation where you know can't even last SF. There's always a hero sitting in the mid lane protecting him too. Can't gank him at night. But look bottom lane, Complex is
gonna try to make something happen here with the Arctic Burn. They've got the Enchant Totem. He's gonna use the call. They avoid it. He has Fisher available for Kyle. Spins coming out plus Battle Hunger. Can he get another spin? Kyle, he's actually going to stay alive as the Fisher comes in at the perfect time. And plenty of damage done from Chessie and Z-Freak. So while Sumail is getting a lot in that bottom lane, he will finally get dropped by this Complexity tri-lane.
This is the only real lane. And all these other lanes lead dead lanes where they just keep.
They were getting plenty of CS from the top lane, and he's still ahead of Fear, but Fear has caught up significantly after he got that kill. And Misery might look for an Impale, and Axis will come through. We also have something being set up in the mid lane for Complexity. We'll keep our eyes there, but now
a lot of heroes.
They're going to have it. And it's going to be the Earth Shock, the Mana Burn coming in, Overpower to follow up.
Blocks.
Swipe starting to stack up. Great blocks from Misery, but he doesn't have another Impale for 6 seconds, so not enough to get the kill. Moves a little too tanky, plus the Belt of Strength also up a little bit long. Good attempt there. He will walk back into the tier 1 tower.
Maybe if he had the phase boots, he actually bought them in big. Go buy them from the side shop, right?
No, you're not. I know they changed a lot. They didn't change that.
Oh,
Are you talking about regular boots or phase boots?
Phase boots.
No, you can't buy phase boots. Sorry, I thought you meant regular.
Oh, okay.
They changed that. Which,
what a shame. He actually would have had a kill up top. Yeah.
It's just that you can still buy trends, which is weird. I just don't know why they changed the phase. I don't know. I guess. I'm sure Ice probably knows. Not gonna question his method. It's as expected, RTZ continues to garner an advantage in this mid lane. A 3,000 net worth lead, or rather, he has 3,000 net worth at this point.
Come on, level 4.
Yeah, that's not good. And he has 2 null tallies. Trying to get a range route. This is Poverty Queen of Pain if I've ever seen one.
When this kind of thing happens, Queen of Pain can kind of come back at 6. Kill Shadow Fiend. Gank or anything like that, but he gets mana burn once or twice, won't have mana at all.
RTZ will shrine, he did
Danger.
Burn, now smells going to get a Kyle last run. He gets the call off in time. There's the Battle Hunger, Race comes out, rain drop, but he's dead to the Battle Hunger one way or the other. He will get dropped down, and Smail will do it with an auto attack. So just a little bit too aggressive of an evasion for Complexity, and it will take a turn. Well,
it looks worse than it is, right? Look at the goal lead, it's only less than, it's only 1k -ish. Not that bad.
Right.
At the same time, you feel like Complexity can't, especially around the Shadow Fiend's just comfortable jumping now to get Misery.
I mean,
got some top. Got some.
We're gonna try with a Fisher here. They already used the waveform. Fear is, he can get out of here with his phase boots. He's pretty speedy. Plus he has Earth Shock and Rage, which makes him tanky. So he might survive this. They have another Fisher 8 and Enchant Totem will miss. There's the Enrage will be out. He also dodges waveform damage with the Enrage. Nicely timed from Fear. And that 3-man gank squad isn't going to accomplish anything here. And EG will survive yet another day on this Ursa.
It looks so desperate.
Yeah.
But they really, really want to be able to secure a kill anywhere, and they just make it happen.
I mean, you've got an experienced lead right now. You've got plenty of net worth on EG, especially Arteezy and Fear, who are up there. Jesse's doing well, but he's going to have to do a lot of work in this particular game and getting back into it. Moo rotates in, and that looks like another desperate play, but there's a ward that scouts him moving up from this hill.
Trying to make anything happen with the ward because they desperately need to tip the scales in one of these lanes. The exact same way.
I mean, it just gets worse and worse. And luckily for me, I don't have the net worth indicator on mine because of layers, but you could see it is a 2K lead at 8 minutes. That's significant, but it's not, you know, completely out of control just yet.
It's the world.
Exactly.
They need to stop that somehow.
They're going to look for Sumail in the bottom lane with Moo and Z-Freak, but Sumail is level 7, and against Z-Freak, he can get caught pretty easily. Plus, no Cold Embrace, and Sumail does so much damage. They have to run away from him and still try to kill him at the same time. Look at one spin, the Battle Hunger already doing some work. Has the call if he wants to try to dive, is looking for Z-Freak instead. Another spin call just misses. Animation not quite there in time, but you can see he's just bowling these two heroes, and he's solo right now. This allows him to go for something mid. However, they're going to find an end this room for Kyle. The enchant totem coming in, they'll jump it. The fish comes up, the Swimmer Pain as well, the Buddha Restoration. Sonic Wave hitting onto 2, they have cast back up in 1. They need the Splinter Blast, they'll find it, but it's not enough damage. And Crit now, he's the one caught out and killed. But can they turn this around? The cast will continue to bounce, but they will not find it on Kyle. And Complexity will be able to get back up to the high ground. Yes, they get a kill on a support, but it is just a support for the Gearbrax.
3-man rotation with Sonic Wave for Witch Doctor. Not ideal.
We got him, boys.
It is desperate, right? It's something. SF has to go heal, Queen of Pain catches up. It's something, and they need that.
Yeah, I mean, they need anything they can get at this point. This is before Misery has his level 6, obviously. Phoenix, Tess, and Vendetta is going to be big. They missed the Impale onto Moo. He still might be in trouble. Kyle looking for a fixer to stop them from pressing any further. I mean, Sumail is bullying these people. I mean, he's like 4th in net worth. He's actually going for Vanguard first instead of going straight for Blink Dagger, but he's going to be very tough to kill. They just won't have enough damage. And by the way, they went max Wild Axes on Moo. I'm not sure if you saw that. Very interesting.
Pretty normal, actually.
Is it?
I'm not positive.
I've seen a lot of Call of the Wild. That was like the last patch before 7.070. I thought axes were really good when the new patch first came out, when Dueling Fates first came out, and you had the damage indication. Fisher coming out onto Crit. He trying to grab a bounty rune, obviously not successful doing so. And EG, they're getting plenty of room for both Fear and Arteezy. Arteezy especially has just been in the jungle, raising camps. He's up to 30
untouched.
Attacks.
Thing is, they can't go to gank him because nowhere to go, right? They can't even leave. Pain has to like catch up for Sonic Wave to come up. Winter Wyvern and Earthshake, not the highest damage. Well, even if they find him, what can they?
Right.
And all EG have to do is they just have to bring the numbers and they push.
Exactly what EG are doing now. They're going to raise the wave. They have Sumail nearby. Misery is vendetted up. He's still going to be vendetted for quite a long time. He's only halfway through his duration. He could try to find a stun on Golem and maybe secure this kill. Ooh, good blink just in time. He sees Arteezy trying to dive the tower. He knows there must be an Nyx assassin. He actually was under the tower and he was spotted by the vision, I believe. So he was able to blink out in time. Ooh, rotating, looking for a war, might find Misery, and he gets off the Spike Carapace in time, but still in a lot of trouble. The Wild Axes, the Necrobook 1, that's a big kill to start off this fight, but now Z-Freak's the one getting chased down instead. Up under the high ground with the Arctic Burn, now they're going to blink it with Limp. They want a Sonic Wave.
Arteezy's in trouble now too.
The Hunter's coming out, they want this kill, the Sonic Wave blows him up, and that will be a big 2-0 advantage there for Complexity in that fight. At least Fear, though, in the meantime, he's quickly spot on the helm of the Dominator.
Both teams still pressuring side lanes as that happens, but that's a massive kill. They finally managed to take down Shadow Fiend, get more from his net worth all of a sudden, doing very, very well.
Oh, wow. All misses from Sumail again. Not quite there in time. No Blink Dagger. He just built his Vanguard, so ways away from that Blink Dagger.
Be a big window where EG lack catch, right? Fast running on time to time, but still it's not reliable.
Right.
If there's a Sentry Ward or if it's too deep or misses. But at the same time, it lets activate these lanes out super aggressively. Danger at all. Helps play more like a core hero rather than.
Yep. Still needing that Blink Dagger though, then they can really start getting things good. Having Arteezy die is a giant advantage. Like, still in 2K lead for, EG at this point. Move starting to get back into it. He already has his Necro 1. He's building into now a medallion. He saw the Necro 1 do some work. They're going to lose this tier 1 tower, though. Whether or not it gets denied remains to be seen.
Oh.
It's dead, yeah.
And once these tier 1 towers drop, I have to worry about Ursa. Helm the Dominator creep.
Where is Dominator creep? If you...
I don't believe it has been at the moment.
He had it on cooldown for a bit. I don't know what happened to it, though. Anyway, that's not important. What is important is that they continue to gain this advantage. Now 2K, they continue to take towers, both tier 1, bottom, and mid taken down. Obviously, the next logical progression will be into that top tier 1. Like you mentioned, Roshan all factor with this Ursa as well. We'll see if Complexity can try to find their own tower or maybe a pickoff or two. They're starting to get some room for Jesse, who's now building into a Lincoln Sphere. Again, he can carry this game, but he's going to need room to work here in terms of getting his items and whatnot.
Both teams, a lot of moves, but they're still farming lanes, right? When you look at E, not overreacting, they're just out pushing lanes, farming tier lane, trying to play the map game Complexity, heavily commit towers right now, committing against one. And this it just gives him a window for him. Ursa has a creep, he's tanking Roche, it's gonna die super fast.
Centaur Conqueror Stomp, or rather Centaur Conqueror will help tank it up, they have to do restoration.
That's the problem with bringing so many heroes down the bottom lane from that tower. It's just, it becomes really obvious when you see only equipment hitting the tower that heroes off the map, there's no one there. They're not showing mid or top, so.
Here doesn't even need to use Enrage, just grabbing up the Aegis. They leave an Arcane Rune. They might work on this tier 1 tower top. And the first thing they need to do, though, is backstab and try to defend this tier 2 tower in the bottom lane. You can see Misery is coming in.
There is a sentry ward, though.
Very close. He's walking right on the outside. Now they've spotted him. Moo thought about going for Roar, decided against it. And Misery knows there's a sentry there, considering there's a range creep hitting him. So he has a pretty good idea of what's happening right now. However, this allows Complexity to get the hell out of there and stay safe.
So Aegis on Ursa now, and he's close to Blink Dagger, 100 gold away. That's bad. That's when he can just jump in with poor Sony spell.
God, Sumal is taking a giant stack right now that will give him his Blink Dagger and a little bit more on top of it too.
So they just did all their item timings. Blink Dagger on Axe, Blink Dagger on Ursa, it's complete too.
So it's pretty much time to go. Blink would be great if they had it now and looking for Limp, but they're not going to find him. And again, still pushing bottom. This is good for Complexity. They only have 2 heroes here, trying to put some pressure on this tier 2 tower. But they have found Limp, and Fear jumped, and they actually had the Centaur Conqueror Stomp ready. I'm pretty sure he just waited for the pop to Blink, and then he Centaur Conqueror Stomp. It's actually insane.
It was very nicely played. He ran in the mid lane, picked out the clap, and then throws behind.
That's nuts.
Look at this. The wagon too.
And they can really start pushing if they want to.
Funny to think that the game, a lot of teams revolve around these before they actually want to push, you know?
Right.
Yep, 5 minutes comes out, let's go. 10 minutes comes out.
Yeah.
Packed one. Freak Mike get vision.
I think Kyle's the one. Yeah, there's the ball. Winner's first. Keep Arteezy there. They actually don't have enough damage to kill Kyle yet. They didn't get anything really. He's still in trouble. There's the Echo Slam onto 2. Crit getting low. Arteezy actually took down Z-Freak on the back lines. There's the calling blow. And despite them Winners cursing Arteezy and trying to find something, Kyle couldn't really help out with his vision because he's the one that was called. And they're going to turn this into a tier 1 tower very easily for 3G.
Jesse had his TP cancelled in the bottom lane too. That or not on him, but honestly, you can't stop this push at all from Ichi. I don't think there's any way they can fight the double blink daggers in these moments.
No, it's
farming.
It's really difficult at this point. And there's still ways away from Stage's timing. It's 2 minutes before. I think actually more than 2 minutes before.
Are they close to anything?
Maybe the Lincoln's here, but even that isn't really going to help you that much. Yeah, Chessie's not going to die. He hasn't really been dying in the first place.
Look at this up top. You can just blink in casually. Can't really use much offense yet.
EG are just straight up running at Complexity right now, trying to take down the towers. Fear's getting low still as the Aegis doesn't want to just get the Voodoo Restoration will keep him alive for now. Split the blast onto RTZ doesn't do anything. And this is going to be a tier 2 tower, and the only thing Chessie could do is just farm bottom. And in the meantime, Misery's also dealing with mid too, so Moo is just getting run at. Arteezy has an SMY, the perfect run at you item. Smell trying to find the Calling Blade. There's the Battle Hunger. He won't dive the tier 3 tower though. Coming in from behind, it's going to be another target. It's Limp. They know this. There's the Impale. It's going to hit one Wraith. They're going to find a second as well. Is it going to be enough Spike? Carapace not going to be Proctus, of course. I think he's gone out. He will survive at the very least.
What a shame. Misery didn't have his mana, but it was the one for enough damage to finish him off. Still, easy. They're just rolling down lanes from tower to tower. Complex. Lincoln Sphere is pretty much done on Morphling. You're right. I feel like it's not going to change.
No.
Still need more.
Maybe like
what is that item?
Shotgun maybe one afterwards, like an Imperial Blade for Chessie.
So in 5,000 gold they can fight.
Exactly. That's the problem, right?
That is a big problem.
I mean, maybe you go for a cheaper item just because you know you're going to lose all of your towers if you wait any longer, but
quite grim.
Yeah, it certainly is. You're looking for a good Warrior's Curse, perhaps a Sonic Wave, and Echo Slam to follow it up. You need the really perfect team fight from Complex. Considering they're down this full 10,000. Moves one of these called out. Jump in. There's the call. We'll get off the cold embracing and the Warrior's Curse, but RTZ should be fine. Fear is on the back lines, just chomping down Kyle. And we'll take down the first Kyle wall, drop by Fear. Looking for another, it's going to be Z-Freak getting chased down, trying to juke and job. His Arctic Burn actually up in 6 seconds. Nice juke, but it's only going to keep him alive for a moment longer. All is there. They will use it. Double kill for Fear and a dominating for them as well. So 3 dead, and EG are trying to just put the finishing touches on this game as they work on this tier 3 tower in the mid lane.
This game was a massacre. It fell feels like it fell so difficult to play. Roshan died, 2 Blink Daggers picked up immediately afterwards. I don't know what they can do, honestly. Like a Shaker Blink Dagger is probably their best bet.
I mean, the only thing Chessie's been able to do is just been flip glitching at this point. Sonic Wave hits onto Fear. He's still at Siege, surprisingly enough. It's actually going to be dropped finally, but Chessie now called up. Still attribute shifting, going to get hit twice. Pretty tanky, of course, with the attribute shift. Fear's going to back himself up and hit into tier 3 and melee rack. Fear has the Enrage. He's going to use it. Going to try to turn for the Limp instead. Sumail gets the call right onto Chessie, but not onto Limp. And Fear now might fall. Echo Slam coming in. This is a good fight for Complexity so far. Now Sumail might get dropped next as well. Adaptive Strike, one more auto attack, and it's going to be 3 dead for EG. And they will hold for Complexity. Barely, but they will hold.
Alright.
They need that like times 1,000.
Jesus. Rough.
I mean,
no, but in all seriousness, Shaker got 1,000 gold off that team fight, 1 more, and he has Blink Dagger. There's hope. It's not completely. Now there's no 8 have to fight into as well. Bend, but
yeah. If they can get this tier 1, maybe things start going back in their favor. I mean, Chessie does have a lot of farm. He is building the Ethereal Blade.
A lot of time for them to keep.
Yeah.
It's a very nice team fight execution. Played the fight very well.
Game's not over yet.
1 Rax block.
Yeah, melee racks, not even a full set, which is a big deal.
Where's your inner Complexity fan? Bring him out.
I'm trying. I think that it's definitely a possibility. They're playing. I mean, the last team fight was really well done. It's just the lane phase was really rough. So they were in a disadvantageous position for so long.
Kane's still trying to play catch up as well. Finishes Orchid. Isn't that bad of a timing, honestly. It's just not ideal because SF is so.
Right, that's the issue. It would be fine if Limp and the SF were sort of similar in net worth, but that's not the case at all. Shadow Fiend is not doubling him yet, but he's getting to that point in terms of net worth.
Cole. They do play very well as a team, making plays to Dagger, like axing the waves. Couldn't get the Blink Dagger, but either just gonna made it look fun actually.
Trying to find a way in. They might find Z-Freak here. They'll see the Splinter Blast, whether or not they want to try to head in that direction. Looks like they will. RTZ will wave out real quick, and then they will get the tier 2 tower bottom. So Complexity get like 2 or 3 towers in the span of a few minutes there, which was pretty nice. Moo was building a Blink Dagger he had in his quick buy, decided against it, now goes instead into the Necro 2. So alright. Oh, that's pretty good.
Taking over some map control. I'm pretty sure they're just gonna start to spawn pretty soon. Close this game out for D. Blink Dagger though, for Earthshaker, very close.
Yeah, that's the big item.
That could be the game.
Yeah, the Blink Echo. Getting to level 2 Echo Slam also will be then the next big timing for EG, potentially Roshan in 1 minute and 2 seconds. Keep the waves pushed out. Also head to that tier 2 tower in the bottom lane. Try to take that objective. So you take all of the map control away from Complexity. See if that's going to be the case. Sumail has been spotted. There's a ward. Limp broke the smoke actually, which is pretty well done. They blinked himself out of trouble. In the meantime, another TP completed, which was by Moo. He's back at home. And EG, they're not able to find anybody with that smoke sea gang, so they're all gonna head out back to the base.
Know exactly what's going on now, and Chessie needs about 1,000 gold. That could be it, honestly. The Blade and Blink Dagger come in, but EG, they aren't gonna let that happen. They're just running down lanes. Objectives.
You gotta give it to Complexity. They've really brought this lead back. It's like only a 5,000 worth advantage, where it was a 10,000 maybe a few minutes ago.
Oh, their gameplay after losing Brax, very, very good.
But it still will come down to that, perhaps that one high ground defense, that one Roshan contention.
Well, look at the setup. Melon's already placed a ward up on the high ground, so we'll see. Blink Dagger picked up an Earthshaker, and the EP is only a couple hundred gold away from chest.
Yeah, they would definitely want that item before they try to take a fight, but it's going to be close. They might continue to push high ground now for EG. They're going to take the shrines first, so this will give some more time for Complexity to get that ethereal blade. Jesse really wants this item. He's so close. He just needs 1 or 2 more camps. If you're EG, though, don't you think you might head to Roshan instead? You get some wards down and try to keep the wave down and head to Rosh at this point?
Sure. They can run down a lane together, Complexity back inside their base, then fall back to set up on the Roshan pit. And then all of a sudden you're walking into the darkness trying to test Roshan. That puts you in an awkward position. Flying to yours.
They do have the Blink Dagger on the Earthshaker, though, so the Blink Echo Slam is available if they can get into the pit. And
one, though.
True. He's close, though. He's getting there. Maybe they need a tome. I don't know.
Hawk spots out Roche, and
they're going to go for a smoke, it looks like.
They recruit the Open Frost Mage.
Yes.
Find Ice Armor to everyone.
They go for Frost Mage is fabulous, let me tell you.
Jolly dude.
Yeah, he's just throwing out those Ice Armors. He's going to... No, he won't take Complexity because, of course, he can't break the smoke, but he knows they're missing from this jungle. Where are they?
Only Ursa to win the Roche, though. Right, they don't want to walk into the pit because that...
They see here now. The smoke is broken. There's the Echo coming back. That heads on to 2. The fish along with the waveform. Sonic Wave, that's the combo they've been looking for. Complexity will take a 2-0 advantage in this fight, and they're going to try to find more. Potentially Roshan, and now you have to regroup and get back again. Sumail has the blink call. They might want to go for this
20 seconds
3 versus 5. There are a lot of creeps in that Roche pit. Sumail has been spotted, though, by Z-Freak, the Arctic Burn. Blink now put on cooldown. He also has a Yule Scepter. Roche is getting lower and lower, and it doesn't look like EG are going to be able to contest. It's in Complexity. A great team fight, a great Echo Slam from Kyle turns it around. And now things are even up, even a little more up here as he'll drop it back down to about a 5,000 net worth deficit.
Very nicely done. We got a real game now, Mont. This game up nicely.
Yeah, I mean, they still... Arteezy is still the big issue. He has 16,000 net worth. But this Ethereal Blade from Morphling is going to make the lives of the supports pretty miserable for EG. They're going to get blown up. There's already a lot of damage from Chessie in terms of auto attack damage.
We also have no BKB. I guess the axe is actually pretty good here for Ursa. Stuns from the roar and that way.
Yeah.
But that's went for Lincoln Sphere. Back item later on.
Yeah, I think so. Earthshaker starting to do some serious work here. It could get a lot harder for EG in the near future. They've taken all the outer towers. They've taken the tier 3 and the melee racks.
Top.
Probably gonna do that.
In like 2 minutes.
Oh, it's the first batch 2. That's not even fair. He couldn't even get the glimmer off before he died.
Want life stop.
Fear will secure the kill. He's very close to his Aghanim Scepter. He's sitting about 600 away. He will Helm of the Dom the Siege Crew yet again. They might try to do something. I mean, they're being into Aegis and Cheese. Who picked the Cheese, by the way? Cheese is on Limp, Aegis is on Jesse. Okay.
Haste.
So we'll see. I mean, I guess you just farm if you're EG for another 5 minutes, wait out the Aegis, try to do something then. But this is 5 more minutes for Complexity to get their own farm back and Chessie some more items here, like the Sky that he's building into.
I don't think they'll sit back and farm for 5 minutes. They might not be able to make anything happen, but they'll probably still try to proceed. Put up a silent, like, going up top, looking for the Wyvern. They can find a key hero, like the Earth Pain. One of these key heroes, then maybe they can make it happen afterward.
It's going to be a lot harder to do that on the Limp now, as he has the BKB ready to go. He's literally 5 gold away from it. That's going to upgrade for him, so...
Made a swift recovery in this game.
I mean, it was a disastrous mid lane, right? I mean, it was like down like 30 to 5 or something ridiculous like that.
That biggest nightmare, playing Queen of Wall hero, very early game centric. High lane pressure.
Yeah, I mean, he had help. RTZ did anyway. And then Wish Actor Crit babysitting him. There's the Aghanim Scepter now done for the Ursa. We have an aggressive position from him. He is all the way in there trying to keep the vision down. And he has placed a ward up under the Uber Cliff. And Complexity, they're looking for a smoke of deceit. It seems like EG are ready for this. They're back inside their base. A ward was dropped down along with the sentry by Z-Freak, which was not spotted. And instead, they will move into the tier 2 tower. They know that there's people behind Chessie for sure, absolutely, but I don't think they can take this fight into the Aegis. They'll break the Lincoln Sphere as they have Battle Hunger at the ready. They're trying to split push with Arteezy as well as Mystery, and it's working, but they're going to lose that tier 2.
High ground is still difficult for Complexity.
They've got the call of Chessie. Can they pull him back? Just a little bit, but where's the follow-up? They need Misery there. Spike Carapace, Impale, anything. He had to TP back. They're still trying to chase. Misery is blinked up, spotted them, and Impale. They have the Battle Hunger. Yule Scepter will go through. Battle Hunger breaks the Lincoln Sphere. The call will come out nice to them, but he is strength morphed at this time. Now Sumail needs to be careful. In fact, he might just get caught and killed here. He's in the death zone at this point. Right in the
Chessie
middle of the
has
corner.
no damage at all.
They're trying to fight though. He'll blink himself out of trouble here. It looks like they get off the Cold Embrace to save Chessie's life, but a good blink back from Sumail to keep himself out of trouble after their call came through.
It's sad when you get called when you're morphing to strength. Attacking 10 seconds with no damage because they're stunned, or you're like haunted or whatever. It's just so weird.
That was like the most awkward engagement ever.
Yeah.
None of them to do damage to each other. They're just sitting in this corner fighting and just like hitting each other and doing no damage.
Trying to make something happen because they saw. But at the same time, you can't get hard on the morphling.
Right.
Trying to bait out the other hero.
So there is a gem, by the way, on Moo. I don't know when they picked it up. He also has a Shadow Blade, surprisingly enough, too. He's doing pretty well in terms of net worth.
Yep, Swindle bought the gem a little while ago. Picked up his blade.
Oh, they were going to lose Aegis here in about 30 seconds for Chessie, and this is the timing window for EG. They're going to try to make a smoke happen. Complexity, they probably won't get caught out here. They're all playing together, pretty much sitting behind Chessie, making sure he's safe. He's already, like, got plenty of HP, strength morph. Maybe they find somebody. Arteezy's close by. He has spotted Chessie. They're going to make a go, potentially with a call. They need damage here, and the Arteezy will provide it.
Still very hard to kill on the morph.
Back up. This is not going to work out. Get out of here. And City continue to survive. They have kind of plateaued this net worth deficit to 5K.
They've made a very nice comeback.
Yeah.
Super early on in this game.
It all comes down to that team fighting they've had. The Echo Slam on it too, Fisher and two Sonic Wave, more than enough damage to get those 2 kills, and then that kind of gets them back in because they secure Roshan. And from there, they get some more room to work with. But now the question is, what does other than keeping the waves push out, which is what they've been doing for the past like 5 to 10 minutes.
That's what they need. Sumail picked up an Invis ring. He's gonna walk into the gem. Yep, they know he's there.
Yep. So Misery's nearby as well. He's also indebted. Moo's maybe looking for a target. The rest of Complexity are actually on their way for the most part. Although Chessie's just farming. And maybe not. Cal's down bottom.
You know, it's hard for EG to find picks on the silence because Beastmaster got far away pretty soon. But speaking of Master Sumail behind them, do they know?
Well, so I think Moo hasn't spotted them yet. They got the courier, and Misery TB'd out in the meantime while it was all happening. And Sumail will not spot Moo, nor will they spot each other. Moo will not see Sumail. They're not going to be concerned. They'll just continue to keep these waves pushed out, continue to get more farm for all these heroes. What are the big items we're looking for some of these heroes? We have a BKB now on Arteezy, so we thought that might be an issue, but he does end up picking up that item.
BKB and Lincoln's or Tears Curse, one of these abilities.
Very tanky as well. 23 armor along with it. Butterfly, of course, so we had evasion to work with on top of all of that. Defensively, Arteezy, it's going to be tough for them to kill him. The Fear is not too easy to kill either, considering he has an Aghanim Scepter.
Yeah, he's super good against it. Even the Shaker combo, you can't get chain stun. You can't get chain stun to block all the damage.
Blade Mail, Chessie's been caught. There's the Impale. They've broken the Lincoln Sphere, but again, they just don't do any damage. No spin from spam for Sumail. There's the Adaptive Strike to cast. Gets the kill on the other side onto Arteezy, fighting in the back line, and they will actually secure a 1-for-1 trade. They will drop the gem. Here's trying to chase Kyle down. At this point, he'll probably enrage in the aggregate. Kyle has another Fisher. Winter's Curse in the back lines. Chessie coming in with a waveform. Going to get skill onto Fear, about to drop down. One more auto attack. And will secure a double kill. Not only that, they might find Misery as the assassin has been caught out. There's the enchant totem. They blow him away. Scream of pain. And all of a sudden, Fear are feeding one by one. And EG Sumail, he's got thrown now. Limp pops the BKB. Get the call off. Sumail is going to yield himself up. Gets drop back down, Fisher waveform, and a 4th kill for Complexity, and all of a sudden, they almost wipe EG in that fight where it was split into 2 for the majority of it.
Game's all Complexity down. Managed to catch out the Shadow Fiend, Earthshaker caught him on the back lines and they exploded him. Game's insane, man. What's going on?
That was beautifully separated, making sure they have 2 different sides of the fight. They didn't, RTZ is a lot of that damage. Maybe if they have them there, they kill Chessie. He was dealing with the axe, making sure they couldn't get involved. And all of a sudden, they're pushing his tier 3 tower. You have buyback on Fear. Arteezy's back up in 10. They might just lose this tier 3 and then Complexity can back up, but they will still lose the tier 3 at the very least. They may lose more depending on how long Complexity wants to stay, if they will in fact back up. Not trying to get too much.
Shrine
want to go to the shrines next as well. And they've pretty much evened it up. In terms of the numbers, the net worth is continuing to drop, and it probably will be in favor of Complexity after the shrine is dead. That is insane. Complexity have brought this back from a 10k net worth deficit, and now they are doing some serious work, especially with Chessie having Scotty. Next Roshan is up in 15 seconds, Brax.
Have the Beastmaster Hawk advantage. Roshan. Honestly, that's doing a lot of work this game. Hawk giving the random Shadow Blades. Running around, giving... It's when it gets to this stage, it's so hard to play because it helps them find the catches better.
Beastmaster move has made some furtive move, making sure they can get some vision all across the map. They have a DD on Arteezy. This might be their best opportunity. They have been scanned, and Complexity are in the area, but EG are not going to commit too hard for this Roshan. Maybe they smoke, and they will. Trying to make a move either into the pit or for a kill. Yeah, they've spotted Limp. He's back in the base. The rest of Complexity.
Nice. They're just run straight down mid, and whoever tries to clear the. They probably think around the Roshan pit. Of course, there is a Hawk.
There's a Hawk, so they know that. I mean, Complexity are very scared at this point. There's a lot of them sitting in the trees. They're not even going to show for this creep wave.
Well, they're actually going straight to Roshan. 2 of Everybody's keeping back.
And they still have this DD for a moment longer here for
Oh my god, it might just die.
And this thing will still die quickly. With Fear and Arteezy, this thing is going to get dropped very fast. And Rage comes out. Complexity are on their way. They have
refresher.
They have all of their abilities. This is a big fight because, like you mentioned, the refresher shard is there. Misery will go for the Impale of Vine. The Glimmer Cape will drop the sentry down. Roche is low. Is it dead yet? They'll jump and lift. Once he finds it, Arteezy gets made. The record coming out. Chessie waveforming, doing some serious damage. Sonic Wave onto the death ward. Arteezy still fighting. They're trying to see. They get off the cold break. A double kill for Arteezy. Winter's Curse comes out. Fear might fall, but he's so tanky. He's not doing enough damage. Arteezy will finally drop his own teammate down. It's a 4-for-2 trade. Complexity are actually winning this fight somehow. Arteezy's going to die twice potentially. Moo, no roar. Aegis is now gone. They have to jump on the deck. They're going to try to find him. Limp a little bit low. He has to blink himself out or get it up. Getting dropped. Moo doing some serious damage along with Siegfried. They're going to work. They need this kill. Arteezy will take 1 and he's standing his ground. But it will still be team wipe. Plus Aegis gone for Evil Geniuses. Complexity somehow taking that fight with a huge Echo Slam Sonic Wave, despite not having Chessie for the majority of the engagement.
Now Complexity are leading it.
Yeah.
What happened to the refresher shard?
I have no idea. Somebody has it, I'm sure.
There are a bunch of things flying around. I don't know what happened.
Where's the courier? There's a gem on the Dire courier. Raiding courier has nothing. Did the refresher just like get used or something in that fight? It must have been.
Killed. I'm not sure which. Everything is gone.
I want to check the combat log, but that's not gonna. I'm not. That's a little too much. And Cheese is gone. Aegis is gone. Refresher shard is gone.
Everything.
That is insane. That is the fight that happened around the Roche pit, and all 3 of Roche's items were used in that engagement. Which makes sense, though. I mean, you have like these big cooldown heroes on Complexity side with like Winter's Curse or Echo Slam. It's important to get that shard, and if you're trying to survive, use it. Big deal. So I mean, it makes sense that it happened in that fight, which was a bloodbath, by the way. I mean, it was nuts.
Yeah, again, Shaker initiate by just destroying. Was a good counter initiation from the Axe and everything. Honestly, it's not enough, especially when you spend your BKB3. You're hitting Roshan. Kited, you're gonna die twice. And honestly, these core heroes on the side of complexity, they don't really die. Morphling, super tanky, Queen of Pain. Same thing, very difficult.
They almost had him even earlier in that fight. Like, Chessie is so tough to take down, and then he got Cold Embrace, and it made it even harder to kill him. But they did put a lot of damage on him from Arteezy and Fear. They focused him down at as hard as they possibly could. But now the issue is that Limp is actually doing some serious work.
Feels like a real hero in this game.
17,000 worth. He is now ahead of Fear. He had, again, one of the roughest mid lanes I've seen against both Arteezy and Crit, of course, on the Shadow Fiend and on the Witch Doctor, respectively. He had like 5 last hits to 30 was the CS score at that point of the game. And now he has a BKB, he's got an AC, he's working on, of course, the Maelstrom into the owner, potentially already has the Orchid. I mean, he's got everything he needs for these team fights now. And he's also level 23, getting very close to that level 25 talent, the Fear, if he wants to get it, or the Spell.
Yep, feels like Complexity's game now. The ones that are out pushing and playing very supporting.
So here's the issue with Complexity winning that fight. Okay. They win it 3 versus 5, they take the Aegis, but they don't get the Aegis, they don't get the cheese, they don't get the Refresher Shard. If they get those things, they can try to push and maybe try to win the game. I think you have to wait now for Complexity, or could you potentially just try to keep the waves pushed out and go for a tier 3 push at some point?
Like, they're in no rush to end this game. Harder. They'll always have the advantage of being able to fight before.
Right.
Then Echo Slam, Shadow Fiend, and it's gonna be a problem the entire game for us. There's no way to itemize again about getting tanky enough and having vision on. Then you're putting the Beastmaster for that purpose, exactly. Like, look at this.
This is on here. They missed the Fisher though. Capture Strike there.
Slow though.
Scotty's slowed down though. He might be in trouble. Echo Slam keeping him in place now. On the other side, Limp's getting caught out. There's the Abyssal Blade. Ethereal Blade comes out and blows up Fear. Now Arteezy is going to be he will not save him. The roar came out afterwards, and that is too much. 3 dead. Crit now on the run. Kyle has no Fisher, just used it. Limp ready to go with another Shadow Strike. Crit actually jukes up to the high ground. They won't find him. Nice juke play there, but the problem is Fear, no buyback. He's dead for 63. Arteezy has one. He doesn't want to have to use it, but he almost certainly will. Otherwise, this game will end. And in fact, the game might just be over all right now because of that last fight, which was
it honestly might be. Shadow Fiend buyback's not the strongest. He has souls afterwards.
And they get Crit on top of it. He is dead for 53. No buyback available. This will grab the rack. They'll have the tier 3 tower in the bottom lane. Complexity. It looks like they might have done it. They might have brought this game back from a 10K deficit. Now up 5K, but more importantly, up Mega Creeps, it looks like, potentially. Sumail will take down 1. That is Chessie getting dropped. That is actually big. They might keep this alive for now. They might keep their Rex in the mid lane also secure. Limp looking for Sumail. There's the Yule Scepter. Avoids the Shadow Strike. Freak is really low, trying to fight at this point. Does he have the Archberg? No. 5 seconds. Limp continues to jump in. Sumail in trouble. He's going to go down to the Silver, and Misery is going to be next. He'll have to use his Vendetta. Limp has to bring himself out of trouble. Z-Freak, they might have spotted him in the tree line. He's going to go for the Cold Embrace and the Spirit Vessel. Getting raised twice. There's the Impale. A triple raise plus an auto attack. That will secure another kill. And Complexity, so close to taking Megas, but they get dropped on Chessie, one of the most important heroes. He dies solo to Sumail.
I was actually very surprised able to.
Worthy tribute.
But I guess it makes sense. Blade mail and everything, but just so used to seeing this hero not die.
Yeah.
Saves.
He's still tanky, but they are shredding him. They have the damage with Blade Mail.
A lot of gold on the side of Ben now. They all have like half an item.
What is everybody buying?
Thanks.
Yule Scepter's already up for Sergey's had that for a while. Looks like he's going Battle Blade next. Alright. A lot of interesting items here. Nullifier for the Wyvern. This is...
Can't wait to see that. I feel like I'll get it.
No. We'll see. He may get there if this game somehow goes long enough.
Game's not over yet at all. Shadow Fiend hit his 25 power spike plus per soul. So he gets 108.
He's also going Bloodthorn too. He knows he needs more damage.
Waited to deal with the morph. He has no BK working on it now. Haven't quite. Yeah.
I like him going for that Halberd. Makes sense.
Very nice. A lot of these fights come down to just you have to survive as long as possible with your SF rely on the... Gotta tank up, make these fights last as long as... Down. Fight's easy.
Yeah. Wearing the other team out, essentially.
Last to the... We got nothing.
I mean, even with those he died.
Look at
This is a problem. He has no buyback. He is going to get roared, and that
no.
might just be the end of the game. Just like that. That is insane.
Gonna run down, and yep, there's the...
He's drawn it. So let's go. It's time to finish this game off. Kyle is happy. They've taken down RTZ dead for 100 seconds. Of course, no buyback as he just used it. The only play for EG now is they're going to try to split and go for this Rax in the bottom lane potentially. They could come back and try to defend, but they're defending 4 versus 5. And that's exactly
They're coming back anyways, because they won't win the race.
Big call. They need something big. I'm not sure what it's
They're smoked up. Maybe they're just...
try to come in here with 2 mil coming in. There's the call. They want to get this kill. Chessie alive for now. Call to brace the Sonic Wave coming out. Pierce alive. He's doing fine. But the Winter's Curse, that'll be onto Nick's Assassin. Pierce and Rage is done now. No BKB the wait for him. They're going to drop him dead for 8-5. They just fought back on Smil, but everybody else is dead. It's 4 for nothing here for Complexity. And it is GG called. And Complexity with an amazing comeback here in the second game of the day. They will move on. They will play up against OG in the upper bracket final of the group stage.
Extremely well played. Their early game was so good. They were unable to close out the game. Yeah, you know, they fed a little bit too much on the high ground after they took the Rax, and all of a sudden, 200 gold. Crazy come.